are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Darnold going to give the Scalaboo. And that's not the start that he was looking for. So he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 41-yard line. Looking to throw, Dart. They'll dump this off to Scalaboo. So giving 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Dart from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact off the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to find the lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. Third and 7 now. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Viking.
Dobbins trying the left side. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defense defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Open man, that's Felton. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterby to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And now an audible here into something else. Now Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like when he saw it all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense some credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. That one complete to Naylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. On the comeback run, he's got Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up second and a yard at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Second down and a yard. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And will be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 43, here's a second down and 6. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Wide open receiver complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton, 56 yards. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Vikings 7, Giants nothing.
after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door. A little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Dart. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
32-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the gun is Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Dart. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt.
For the Giants.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. McCarthy operating from the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
McCarthy off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 34. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.K. Dobbins, 34 yards. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on them as they stop him for no gain.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. To the air, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 89.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that end up watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw his dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing his dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Dart. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once again, the backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure. That's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
What's a black grand national? Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid clubs, but it's not enough.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it.
What's happening?